I can't wait to move out. I'm sure some of you in university, high school know what I mean. But anyway, that's not the point of this. Canada, we need to talk. We need to have a heart to heart because we're not communicating. I just don't understand what we're doing. I mean, a conservative majority? Are you really happy? I mean, seriously, what the heck are we thinking? All the things we've heard about the conservatives, all the information, all the reasons why we should not vote for them. We re-elect them, but not just re-elect them. We re-elect them as a majority. Now, come on, Canada. Have we lost it? like, wow. This is almost as stupid as when the Americans re-elected Bush. Not quite. Not okay. It's not that close, but it's still pretty stupid. I mean, it's hard to speak on behalf of all of Canada because I mean, different provinces get different benefits from different governments. That's kind of the issue with democracy. Majority rules. Well, what does the minority have to say? And me coming from Alberta, oh my goodness, we are like one of the most conservative provinces, and I can't understand why. Because especially if you see what the municipal and provincial governments have done, it's just ridiculous. I mean, especially in Edmonton. What I can't understand is we have no money, and yet we magically have money to build a new arena, to build new train stations, and yet somehow we're cutting beds in hospitals. There's not enough money to fund schools. They have to find ways to cut corners, which is affecting the education. Let me tell you, the class sizes are getting larger. The books and just the access to technology is going down. And I'm sure there's teachers' wages. I don't know much about their wages, but yeah. Also, there's not enough doctors. You know what I don't get? Ooh, there's not enough doctors. There's not enough doctors, and yet you have doctors driving taxis. Come on, like what? Does this make sense to you? I honestly don't get this. But again, Edmonton. You're building a new train station, and yet you have buses that were run only once every hour, once every half hour. They don't even show up on time. The trains don't go that fast. They don't even go to reasonable places. I mean, come on. We need a train to West End. It takes forever to get from downtown to West End by bus. It's like an hour. But not just that. Not just that. This year, we didn't even have enough money to shovel the roads when the snow came. And now the potholes are ridiculous, and somehow we have money to pay the construction workers to do this, to fix it. Wow, aren't we a genius city? Wow. But where is I going with it? There is a point to all of it. I don't know, Canada. I don't know what to tell you. You know that feeling when you feel like you're the only voice of reason, and no matter how much you say something, people just can't hear you? I mean, I probably should have said something before the elections, but I was thinking, hey, the NDP, they're getting out there, and like other parties, they're getting out there, and they have campaigns, they can reach more. The country would be represented more because there's more information. Mind you, what I didn't like about the elections this year was there was a lot of hate ads. Like, oh, the conservatives did this, the liberals did that. I mean, the ones directed towards Ignatius, oh, he loves America, he doesn't love Canada, he doesn't even live in Canada. It's like, is Donald Trump running your campaign? Because, come on, people. But I was more interested in hearing what are you gonna do for me? Not what is this guy failing at, but what are you gonna do about it? But yeah, I was impressed though that the NDP are the leaders of the opposition, or from what I'm seeing on TV right now. I mean, way to go, youth! If you were voting NDP, because I really want to see what is gonna turn out like. I mean, if they do well as the leader of the opposition, then maybe next term we'll see them as the leaders of this country. I mean, I don't know. It seems most of these days the youth are more socialist, kind of. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but I don't know. I don't know. I want to see where the NDP are going with this. The Liberals, oh my goodness, you did really poorly. Wow. I thought people would have voted more for Liberals because of this whole strategic voting. Let's not split the vote. Let's try to get the Conservatives out. But yeah, like, ooh. And the Bloc Quebecois, we know they'll never be in power. I mean, come on. Come on. Like, I can't take you seriously. Well, I can't even vote for you here, so here. I don't know. I wonder what would happen if different parties were in power. Like the Marxist Leninists, or the Rhinoceros Party, or the Green Party. My issue with the Green Party is I kind of care more about people than I do the environment. Once you deal with the people, get the people straight, then we can deal with the environment because then the people will be easier to work with. But if you're like, let's save the environment, but then again, you have those people who it's like, oh my god, there was a brutal hurricane, a million people died, as well as 10 dogs. And they're like, oh, the dogs. Like we actually saw a video in class of a bridge collapsing. I believe it was in the United States. And how many people, you don't even know how many people died, how many kids died. And there was a dog. And people were, oh my god, the dog. Like, wow, people. Seriously. Canada, Canada, Canada. I don't know what I'm going to do about you. I was thinking about moving to Britain, but after that royal wedding spectacle, they don't look that sane either. Maybe Sweden. But yeah, that's all I gotta say.